So guys, we've got ourselves a Garuda in a virtual machine, and Duff is telling us we're not having Btrfs, it's a choice, and explained in previous video, which is number, I think 31, no, 30. Garuda changed Calamaris in order to have EXT4 rather than Btrfs. Next step, of course, is taking control over the operating system, and you do that manually or you do that via scripts. And in this video I'm gonna make a few adaptations to the video, so it's basically also about scripting. I'd like to do something. I have an idea, right? What if git clone https github.com/Dubois /ArcoLinux-nemesis. We get everything in, and I'd like to change something. Let's see if Grub is installed. Nope. Cancel sudo pacman -sy rip grub. RG things need to be changed, right? Did not remove snapper yet. These are things that are there for Btrfs, right? Error. This is not a Btrfs subvolume, but I'm gonna do this in scripting, otherwise I have to do it every single time again. Well, Btrfs is never mentioned. That's strange. It really is strange. Where did I put the code that if you are on Btrfs, then? Might have removed it already. So I'd like to adapt the scripts. Let's go to the original scripts. Nemesis repo, my own system, pardon. ArcoLinux-nemesis, RG. How about capital? No. How about small? Then where would it be? Where would it be? Sublime text has everything I need. It's all in here. This is the ArcoLinux-nemesis. I think I better put it on pause and have a look around. Well, I found the code I want in the building scripts for ArcoNet. Message for Btrfs. If ls block -f grep Btrfs, then this script may cause so then it knows you are on Btrfs. So if personal Garuda, all right, if the release is Garuda, fine, you do this. If you have XFC there, you do that. I'm gonna remove all that. I'm gonna change it again, right, the way I see fit. And now another one. This line of reasoning says Btrfs. And in this case, it's actually for EXT4, right? I'd like to check if when I install, when it is Garuda, right? Up here, I say it's Garuda. That's the first if. So this happens, or will happen, if indeed Garuda is in there. If ls block -f grep Btrfs, no, grep EXT4, then let's remove packages related to Btrfs, right? All the rest, blah blah blah. That's the only bit of code that I need. Some design stuff, this here, that there. Why not this here, then that there, and that's good, like so. Counting down, sure, let's not count down. let's just do our thing, which is sudo pacman minus remove. And now we're gonna have a look. So this moves to my other screen. I keep working on it. I have this open and I'll give it a go. I give it a try. What needs to be removed? Sudo pacman minus remove. Anything snapper related. Snap something. Snap back needs to go. Snapper needs to go. Snapper tools needs to go. And snapper support. That's the last one. Let's see. Then we have Garuda system maintenance. That's complaining. So Garuda system maintenance. We should have a look. Let's see if that works. Remove now stupid. Garuda system feels like a group package. And well, yes and no. It's certainly something I need to put in here. So remove now stupid. I'm on second screen and I'm typing Garuda system maintenance. I don't know what's in there, right? This is all very experimental. I have no clue what Garuda system maintenance does, but it might be related to Btrfs. We'll have to experiment with that. Might not be, right? Sudo pacman minus RNS. So first Garuda system settings is out. Sudo pacman minus remove snapper, just that one. Then it says that. Let's do an RNS. Let's do a snapback. Let's see, maybe a bit of luck. No. Snapper support. Yeah, with this one we've got the three of them. So snapper support. In my ArcoLinux script I type sudo pacman minus RNS snapper minus, I think, yep, support. So next time I run this, it will do that. And on you go, right? So sudo pacman minus R Btrfs. There are some Btrfs things to do. So remove now stupid. Let's try that again. Btrfs maintenance maybe. Garuda common settings. Let's try that again with something else maybe. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, right? I really have no clue what I'm doing. So again, this is experimental, but it's a virtual machine. Procs, I don't have the need of. So look at that, a lot of things I can do. But which one first? Or together? Let's go for it. Garuda, we have to experiment anyway, right? Common settings. Then I'm gonna remove Garuda XFC settings anyway. It's actually already gone when I write this. Yeah, I think it's gone already. Garuda XFC settings in the scripts prior to this. So sudo, yeah, there we are. Sudo pacman minus remove, maybe an S, let's see. Garuda XFCE settings. All right, so that's okay. Let's have a look at the code. When we remove, where is my code? I moved it there. It's going to be here. Up, go to there. So there is in the beginning a remove software thing. Control F find Garuda. I remove the Garuda XFC settings very early in all the scripts. So when it gets here, it's already gone. Okay. So this one is okay if I do this here now. Yes, it's gone. That's a good line. Bash, I don't want bash. Migrations, don't know what it is. Garuda update, I'll just type sudo pacman -symu. And ZRAM generator is gone as well, right? So I don't know what's going on, right? This is very experimental. I keep saying it, so you don't blame me later on. It is -r ns. This is all because of the fact that we have EXT4, right? That's why I do this. That's the only reason. Okay, but everything I do now has a consequence. Bad one or good one, I don't know. Btrfs maintenance, and together with Garuda common Garuda. So I'm typing, hopefully correct, common systems in my other screen. So okay, type check, no typos. Okay, then we can do this again. All right, let's have a look again. Sudo pacman -remove anything snappy. The snappy thing, snapper tools is still there. How is that possible? It has to go to. I'll add it to the line to snapper support. Snapper tools, probably something to do with it, right? Snapper tools, well, together with that one. Sudo pacman -r Btrfs. We have still the assistant now. So fourth line, sudo pacman -rns Btrfs assistant, and Btrfs procs. But and there's probably one more, the Grub Btrfs. Btrfs, voila, save. Saved in ArcoLinux-nemesis already, and Grub Btrfs. Will this break my Grub? Oopsie, right? And let's boot. We got this. We have Grub there. Looks like it's still gonna boot. Yay, Pacman boot, Pacman Grub. Let's see. Grub hook, snapback, group backup hook, group. Pacman hook to update Grub after a kernel update. So number one looks like a good thing. Sure, quit, accept changes. No, I guess. Okay, then we have nothing. I don't want these, the way how this works now. Don't like that it does that. Okay, finally. Grub hook. I'm not sure if I need it, right? Experiment. Does it exist? Does update Grub exist? It does exist now. Maybe it existed before that, I don't know, right? Did not try that. But I need to be able to update, and what's more, while we are at it, I want the Linux kernel. Not sure if I need the Linux headers in this case. Then we're pretty sure that the Linux, that everything is okay with the kernel, if this also works. So this is not systemd. This is something else, eh? Where can we see it? Or was it Endeavor OS? I think I better shut up. Sudo pacman -remove Linux LTS. Anything else? Headers as well? Yep. So they have them both. And maybe I should also install mine for whatever reason, I don't know. LTS is out. Grub is rebuilt and all that. Sounds good. Let's do the Linux headers as well. Up. What was that? So here are things that we should not have, right? That's okay, but Btrfs defrag, no, it's gone. We don't have it. So whatever that is, that needs to go as well. That's actually simple. Select it, not that one. Select this one, for example. Control-Shift-C, Control-T, and then sudo pacman -qo. That thing is part of no package. So whoever puts it there, it's not part of a package. I can't say sudo pacman -remove. We need to do it manually, right? But let's first see if we can actually boot up already. How experimental are we at this point in time already? Reboot. Isn't there supposed to be an extra line there for snapper? So that's not there. That's cool. Good. This thing still works. Sure. Okay. Sudo pacman -syyu. KALTKOR is already there. This is the bunch of things I need to update. Control C. Not okay. Sudo nano etc pacman.conf. I live in a part of the world where parallel downloads 25 is good as well, right? And then I update. Zoof. '30 works as well. And then the big chunks, Linux firmware and not all fonts. Firefox, and off it goes. All right, so that's our update. In the meantime, let's go to the file manager, data, ArcoLinux-nemesis. If I git pull it, then I've already, no, I have not already the new code because I have not pushed it yet to the internet on my other computer. So now I'm gonna push it. Garuda EXT4. Now I'm gonna git pull it. Nah. Okay. Again, git pull. Voila. So 970 Garuda SH is something that I changed just now in this video. That one. Open a terminal. 970 Garuda. We are on Garuda ISO, sure. He wants to remove things. So he wants to remove all that. That's now an error, which is good. Which is exactly what I want. Needs to be gone. It's not saying that we're on EXT4, so let's make something green here. More blah blah. But blah blah is interesting. It helps you read the code. So let's remove package related. Okay, where did we see that? Let's remove packages related to Btrfs. Let's remove packages related to Btrfs when on EXT4, right? That's the goal. So that's cool. This EXT4 EXT4 thing, I'm gonna go with a complete change rather than this. No, not needed. Voila. So here we say it's done. We say twice that it's done. So this can go as well. If we're on EXT4, we're gonna remove stuff. We want a switch, but we do that somewhere else, so that's cool as well. We can remove this one as well. This one is for everybody, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have all, and all has a switch in there, has the environment in there. So voila, we don't need that either. So we've decided that this is the setting I want on everything. And this is okay. I'll install the Skell. Does that still exist, Erik? That does not exist anymore. That's my old name. Ctrl T, sudo pacman -s edu. These are the things you can actually add. So the new names are, I'd like to have, can't I copy paste this somewhere else? But I'd like to have, sure, what did I already create? Endeavor OS, and this one, yeah, it's not needed either. I think I still have to check things out, right? Okay, better is to run it and save. For now we're doing nothing. Save. Okay, that's it. We're just gonna say, I check we're on Garuda, sure, we're on Garuda, it says, and then we cry, if we're on EXT4, we're gonna remove things, but otherwise, basically, we don't do anything. Okay. Ça va. Let's move you over here. Hopla. Let's do nothing yet. Let's push this to the internet on my other screen. Update. Then we go in here and say git pull. If it's okay, let's see. All the way down. Come on, show us. Git pull 970 has changed again, and this is now the look. We're on Garuda ISO. Let's remove package related to Btrfs 1 on EXT4. Garuda done. Okay. That means that we can try it out. Current choices. Oh my god, right? So, oh yeah, we need to update. We've installed a lot of things, but the thing we haven't installed is the most important one, sudo pacman. It's your editor, right? In my case, Sublime Text. 4, okay, Sublime Text 4 is available. Like to have that, and that's nicer to open up a file. Current choice, this or this, right? And I want to make sure that the debug is true. Why? Because that slows down the process. But first we need to reboot, Erik. Don't forget, reboot, restart. Like you see, this just 3 lines, right? There's no, how they call it again, snapshots, I think, to go back for Btrfs to a previous state. It's gone. Right. Choice, right? EXT4. This sometimes stays black for whatever reason. Close. Then, data, ArcoLinux-nemesis, whoop, Scroll, open terminal. Let's have fun, right? 0. Up, let's go. Chat.lm, sure. Is this a smart thing to do? To change the Pacman D mirror list for Garuda? I have no idea. And that's how you learn about the system. Eh? You go and have a look. Oh, that's shouting. Pacman D. Gonna change the mirror list. Is that a good idea? Changing the mirror list? Sure. It's focusing on Arch. So in Manjaro that would not be a good idea, but here it is. Sure, that was not a password. How about I again? How about this? Slowly. Voilà. So this thing, right, we need to check it out. It needs to probably remove anything inside the folder with timers. And PSD, what's that? PSD, I have to look it up. All right. So we've changed pacman.conf. Press any key to continue. Basically with still Celtic AOR, but we have something more. Something more, right? Nemesis repo, and then the default arches. The updates come in. Still more updates. I thought we did already updates. Still a lot of things come in again. Depends on the server you're hooked to. Celtic KOR. I don't know. And my Pacman is not okay, right? Control C. Ah, why? Who? What? Why is my Pacman again rubbish? Sudo nano etc pacman.conf. 12. Okay, 12 is not rubbish, but still, right? 25. X, yes, please. We remove this thing. Voila. Stopping is Control C. Arrow up. Run it again. Yes, please. Let's see how fast it is now. That does not seem to be saved, right? That's still very slow for my standards. Let's open it with Sublime Text, shall we? Not with every word. How about that? What? Right? What? Got a lot of downloads. Are they twice mentioned? No, just once mentioned. Save. Now it's gonna be saved. Sublime Text for the win. In the meantime, everything is already downloaded and upgraded. Too bad. No, it's okay. So there are a few things in here in the etc, these things in the etc system d.d. Oh my god, let's just make this bigger. Huh? System D. System, yes, timers, all those Btrfs things need to go. So let's scroll up. Any errors besides that? There's still enough Garuda packages, a lot of them, but you have to decide whether you need it or not. This is just VirtualBox, so I mean, there's no NVIDIA drives or AMD or anything like that. So these are gone already by our endeavors. Is Redshift installed or just removed? Not sure. Yep. So something red. Pinta, HBlock. Those are things I don't want. So there's lots of things I say, nah, don't want it. So software on Garuda removed. Let's have a look. What did I decide back then? That's how it goes. What did I decide back then to remove? Remove software, control find, Garuda. So these things, Redshift needs to go, Transition GTK needs to go, Geary, Celluloid. Those were packages back in the years, right? I'm not sure if still there. If they are, I don't want them. So if it's red, it's red. That means it's already gone. They decided to not use it. But we can rerun it later and then update it. But as you see, still Linux is still there. Pinta and HBlock were not there. So red means that Pinta and HBlock both are no longer there on Garuda by default. Save. So I don't need to remove them as they're not there. So basically updating from years ago, maybe. I don't know. A while ago. Gestures, don't want it. Vim, don't want it. Onboard Hunspell, okay. Utica hash, whatever. Never needed it in my last 10 years, so probably not gonna use it another 10 years. Burning CDs, nope. Never ever gonna do that. But I've learned in the years of ArcoLinux, never ever say never. Wow, never ever say never. Okay, we've checked it. And then it's going to install the Nemesis software. Let's see where it conflicts. It knows that it's on XFCE, so it's going to install menu libre. We'll fix this. Here's something red, but sometimes it scrolls up again. Conflicting file. So here we have a conflicting file. 30 touchpad conf. I have exactly the same name as they have. Then Pacman says, hey, can't install it because it conflicts. So I need to remove the file first, or the package that contains the file, and then it's installable. But let's just run it. Look at that, Panic is there. And that's for me the fun, right? I may not know the system as good as I like, right? But if this is going to be a future system, you'll have to dig deeper. But the fun is to look around and see how everything fits together, what applications are there, configurations are there, what you know, is this the workflow for you? Is it the design for you? Stability, speed, all of it. But use scripts to take control. So you sit back and you watch. One of the things I definitely don't like to repeat every single time is an application that tells me this list here. This makes it a lot of for me, that's not my workflow. If I can know what that is and if I can remove it, that would be awesome, right? So you go Pacman minus remove something Garuda probably made. There's a fish config that I don't want, for example. I have my own fish config. Browser settings, I'm not sure if I want that. Garuda icons, I have my own icons. Starship prompt, not a fan of it. Right, so this is a list. So in the meantime, while the work has been done, I'm gonna add more things to it. I'm gonna say less of these things. So to my list of packages to remove, sudo pacman -r remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packages, 7 packages at least. Now we start typing. They all start with Garuda, so I type Garuda everywhere. Garuda. And then the first one that probably is not for me is fishconfig. The others I still want to figure out if I need it. Icons, I don't want it. And what else? Starship prompt, I'm not a fan for the prompts. It's nice, but once you see it, you know what it is. And the Garuda wallpapers. That's it. So that's my list of Garuda packages that I replace with my own packages. Decision time. Lego blocks. Still busy. Telegram desktop is coming on. So what if I typed here rg Btrfs filter? Don't apply a filter. Don't tell me you can't search there. But you're so reliable. Not today. All right. So at least we have one idea. This is where we need to remove things. Yeah, let's first see if it's part of an application or anything like that. Sudo pacman -q o is there. This thing, copy, Control Shift V, Control Shift V. Oh my God, it won't do it. Fine. etc systemd system timers target once, and then the first one balance part of nothing. The other one defrag part of nothing. I think we have our answer. Nothing. Okay, let's just remove it. Let's do first an enter here, so it's busy again. And now sudo remove etc systemd system, and then I need to look. I'm gonna remove things. So systemd system timers dot target dot once. Anything with Btrfs is cool. So Btrfs asterisk. I'm gonna go with this thing. Let's make a message that we're doing that. It's a bit important, right? Slightly important. Removing Pacman Btrfs Pacman hooks. Okay. And then why not removing software? Now it's double. So here, Btrfs like that. Okay, better. Save. Pushing this to the internet. Typing update. That's the name of the push. And then we're back in here. Now we're installing cups. Erik data ArcoLinux-nemesis git pull. That's changed. 100. We can stop this thing for a moment. Control C. Right, and we have here again 0. We start again and again and again until it's perfect. And that's what's the fun for me. So this needs to go at some point in time. There's still one thing in here that I know what it is. Don't know what this is. Let's see. All right. All of this is already gone. Software on Garuda removed. Garuda wallpapers are now gone. The Starship prompt is gone. The icons are gone. That was already gone. And now fish. Cool. On it goes. I have still a few things. Why is these guys? Different kind of thing. Multi-user. Has broken link. Modem manager. Yeah, of course. I removed modem manager, but the link is still there. I removed modem manager. So let's have a look. Where are you? I lost my Sublime text. Here he is. Control find modem manager. So we removed it. Hard way. This is a very hard way to remove things. But what I think we needed before that, sudo pacman -s modem manager. Nargroup not found. How is it written? Like that. Okay. And now can I do sudo system ctl disable modem something? No, not enabled yet. Let's first enable it then. Why? Is there no way to enable modem manager? These are all the things I can enable. Right? And there is no mo. There is machines and man, there is no mo. Mo system demo. Nope. There is no modem manager to enable. So why do I have this link about the modem manager service? That is a good question. Modem PSD Photoshop document. No, it's not Photoshop document. Right? It's not. So once we start messing, we've removed things, but by removing they did not disable this one or that one or that one, which means they stay there and they give us missing dependencies. Okay. Don't tell me it's a capital letter kind of thing. It can be, right? Allez, let's do Control T, but we get that then. Don't like that. I want it here. Right. Sudo system ctl enable capital M. No. Status of the modem manager. There is nothing called modem manager. I've never used it, so I don't know what it is. That's clear. I have no clue what it is. What we have removed are packages, right, from Garuda. What's this? Fast fetch, Git and fast fetch are in conflict. I want fast fetch Git. That's easily solved. Let's tackle the simple things first. So in here I'll have fast fetch as well. Alphabetically, if I, well, fast fetch has to go because I want to have fast fetch Git. And this is shift right mouse click S. Well, easy, right? I'm gonna go for not DD, but let's have a look next time around with an S. Look up what is RTD. It is, might be dangerous. Okay, but you're in control with that thing. If you want it gone, it's gone. Okay, that's changed as well. What else? So this is gonna work. Fast fetch is gonna work. Something red. Neofetch and neofetch Git, same thing. Neofetch needs to go. Since now everything is like this, let's do an edit, a sort lines F9, and then neofetch, that's here. Save. My other screen I update already. Push it to the internet, calling it update, very original. And then I can git pull it again here. Well, let's make this bigger. Where are we? Paru, same thing. Okay, Paru has to go because Paru Git has to win. Simple as that. Choices. Done. Push. Update. Click. Maximize. Scroll. Cool. Done. Control C. Control C. Git pull. Try again. Current choices. Yes, I want still chat them. Enter. I definitely need to find out what this is, right? This long list for an AOR package authentication. I hate is a strong word, but yeah. Minus remove. How could it be called? Foreign. Pacman hook. Pacman log viewer mirror list. Log viewer, no. Hook, something, no. Notification, nah. Garuda, something. Hotfixes, hooks, maybe. I have no idea what hook it might be. Let's see if with the hooks or moving the hooks that this thing goes away. Control C. Run again. Yay, Git is there. Yay. I think I see less stuff now. Fast fetch is in. That's certainly a hook that I don't want, but the touchpad thing here still needs to go. That thing. So F, when we are, this seems something like a warning. Remember, that's what we did. Remove touchpad. What was it? Can we make it over here? ETC-X11-Xorg. ETC-X11-Xorg. This is okay, yeah? Yeah. ETC-X11-Xorg. And then .conf.d. .conf.d. 30touchpad.conf. 30touchpad.conf. Voila. Save. So that's that. If the obstruction is gone, I'll put my own touchpad in the place, right? So that's why the edu.files can't get in there. And there's a lot of things in there. I want to rule, right? I want my package to be there, not that one. Okay. Updates. Pushing to the internet. Update. And then this bigger. Control C. Git pull. Arrow up. Arrow up. Enter. Yes, please. And off it goes again. Enter. All right. Whoa. That's already gone. Eh? These guys already gone. Can't remove, he says. Oh, xorg.conf. My God. .conf. .conf. Yeah, that's not there. Update. Up. Back in. Stop everything. Git pull. Arrow up, enter. Is that good? Yes, it was good. Yes. Ah, Erik, you forgot to do a git pull. And then you can do it. Ah, Erik. Ooh, where are we? Where am I? Here am I? No. No. I have so many things open, don't know where I am. Ah, let's close. Here is one. What's this then? Okay. There you are. And then open it. You can scroll up here and then it's a bar. Very nasty because it's actually still there. Scroll down, scroll up. Stupid. Sometimes it happens. Is it gone? X11 there. Where is my X11? Is it coming? Might be still coming. Yes, I have my edu.files. Right, my own personal .files. Awesome. Let's keep installing now, because the video is gonna get a bit too long maybe. But this is basically what you do all the time, playing around, testing this, testing that, and it works. And that's still not okay. Neofetch. Why? Get out. I want Neofetch. So the remove, yes, remove when you are on Garuda, neofetch has to be removed. Strange, right? I'll figure it out. What did I do somewhere? Paru git. Can't be git pull. Can it? Opera is going to be built. Looking good. Let's look at the end result. Figure out this later. Paru git. Which needs to be... Ah, Erik. I'm getting older, guys. Paru needs to go. Neofetch needs to go. Yay needs to go, if that's there. Is yay there? Yeah, it's there, right? So everything, I like the Git versions for some reason. The very, very last version. So yay needs to go, so later on we install yay git. Paru needs to go because later we install paru git. Neofetch has to go because later, and fastfetch has to go. That's better. Safe. Yeah. Update. And quietly he doubles on. Signal isn't going to be installed. Signal in tray. Are we on Plasma? No, he's gonna skip it. Do you want shut WM? Of course. Of course. Done, done. And off it goes. LLC. So enter. Okay. Let's remove the packages related to Btrfs, right? They're all gone. Let's hope so. Big Linux, Born OS, Manjaro, Arch, Scale, and the last changes. And the video is finished. Reboot. What do we get today if we run these scripts? We're on ArcoLinux. Welcome. We can start Telegram, we can start InSync, we can start Discord. Our wallpapers are coming in. Yes, thank you. By the way, I've written something to get rid of all that. Remove socials. When we are on VirtualBox, doesn't matter. But yeah, later on I'd probably like it to have all those apps, but not now. So Garuda Rani, sometimes he does that. It just stays a little bit. Garuda. So these are the things we still have. The boot options, network assist, Rani, we can try it again. If it kicks in, maybe it's connecting to something. Maybe I removed a little bit too much. It is experimental what I'm doing, all right? Some of these things might still work, I don't know. But this is how we can close it. Variety is there, Discord is there, Network Manager, Dropbox, InSync, Discord. We have the name ArcoLinux, but you know, of course, we are not on ArcoLinux. Control T, FF. That's where we're on, but I prefer actually Control T. Neofetch is much nicer in the sense that it's a bit smaller, but still now, right? Still now I need to make it a bit bigger. There is clean, something that we have. ArcoLinux, we have it now here, and Neo. That's what I have now, all right? And I went to the Arch, the Linux kernel, as you see, Linux LTS. If I type kernel, I know I have that. LTS is gone. Arc Dawn Dark is my choice. Arc Dark, Neo Candy Icons, Surfn Arc are choices. This is Surfn, log out, because I'm never on XFCE, but it's there as a fallback. I am on ChatWM. And we see this and we have fun in this. Again, in all the apps, right? Discord, Firefox, this is Brave, Opera, Linux Mint to burn ISOs, beautiful wallpapers thanks to Variety and Wallhaven. The settings are already okay. They're all in here, space, minimal. This is space, this is minimal, have a look. This is sci-fi. I don't do anything. I just program. And then in every single installation, I get totally different wallpapers. And this is my personal bit, my personal, if I want my 10 gigabytes of wallpapers. I put it in this folder and it'll pick from there as well. So, this is me probably saying goodbye. Right? There are probably all the things to do, but that's my thing. I experiment, I make scripts, but I don't use Manjaro or EndeavourOS or Garuda. An update is actually going to update just like on ArcoLinux. There we go. It's a good test, right? Can we still boot up as a new kernel? I don't do anything. Don't think about update Grub and all that. Let's see if it goes automatically. I did remove a lot of, well, I don't know if it's a lot, but I did remove hooks. So what trouble am I getting into? Again, this is experimental. This is not going to be my future system, right? And when it is, you need to dig deeper. But it's interesting to dissect basically an operating system and see if you can understand the pieces of the puzzle, because I have no knowledge of Garuda, right? Never developed it, never built it. But having been 8 years on ArcoLinux, kind of get how the puzzle is laid, right? What pieces of the puzzle matter. And that's also visible in the ArcoLinux-nemesis scripts. So if you analyze the scripts here, you know what packages I install, you know what things are inside these packages and which settings I use to overwrite and change. And it's all in this particular GitHub, ArcoLinux-nemesis. All right, have fun playing around, because this is really playing around. Again, last time, this is all experimental. We are deviating, taking a complete different route. Garuda says we'll make it perfectly with Btrfs. We decided that we want EXT4, with result that we need to remove some things. But even then, we removed even further stuff that we don't really know what we removed. And if you really want to know, you need to learn about QL, for example, and then Garuda hotfixes maybe. What is this thing? No L. Was it not an L? I think it was, but might be something empty. Let's see. L stands for list of files owned by package. Looks that I was correct, right? But let's take something else that has something. Browser settings, I wonder what that is. Okay, yeah. So you see Fire Dragon things, Firefox things, Firefox. Do I need them? I have no clue. I have to figure that out. There are bookmarks here, HTML, preferences. One of the things I never liked, but that's personal, is that I make bookmarks for users already, or a welcome page or something like that. Might be something like that. Bookmarks, HTML, master preferences, so that there is already something available somehow. I don't know. That's Leo. Hi, Leo. So There are things in here that may interest you if you have a Falcon, may interest you if you want to have the Fire Dragon. Is that still there? Fire Dragon, guess not. Did I remove that? Sudo Pacman -s fire something. No, it's gone. Okay, there's no Fire Dragon. Sure. Ah, there he is. Flurp fork. We all know Flurp. Great name to pronounce. And yeah, we can install it if we want. And there will be settings then. I think, seeing this, I can immediately say that the Garuda browser settings is something that I can live without. And it's personal. It truly is. Is it setting or settings? So I've changed one extra S here somewhere. Garuda browser settings. And if we rerun again, right? If we update again, and that's the fun. Push back to the internet. Come back here. Go in here. Go back to data, ArcoLinux-nemesis. And this is Pacman. Pacman is rubbish. Ctrl-Alt-O. Now it's not rubbish, but it's not okay in virtual machines. So you get to pull this thing. Apply, right? And you run it again. And you'll see that in the list here, we'll have now Garuda browser settings is gone as well. And I'll probably make other decisions. But it's the workflow kind of thing. We still need to figure out the Paru stuff. But Paru is gone, that's good. I want Paru gone, I want Yay gone. Yay is gone, Paru gone. Neofetch gone. Fast fetch. No fast fetch installed. FF. Fast fetch is installed. Sudo Pacman -remove fast fetch git. That's the one I want. Alright, cool. I'm done. Enjoy Garuda. Enjoy learning. Cheers.